This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studio.
He's blocked well and tries to cut through the middle. Oh!
Your gut says Miami is going to win, and you should take the over. Your gut also said your NFT selfies would only go up in value. They didn't. But your head is on SportsGrid and knows the QB is in concussion protocol. The backup has a 45 QBR against the zone coverage. The New York D has the most sacks in the league. So yeah, trust your head. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The sharpest football contest show in the land, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show, focuses on Circus Sports Million, Circus Survivor.
Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. We are in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. And Eric Williams from foxsports.com, who covers the NFL. He covers the AFC West and the NFC West. He's about to jump in. But before we get to Eric Williams.
Hit it, Browner. Hit it, Browner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking news, everybody. According to Adam Schefter, Cowboys and All-Pro wide receiver CeeDee Lamb have reached an agreement today on a record 4-year, $136 million deal that makes CeeDee Lamb the second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. And the record part is he got a $38 million signing bonus, which is the largest ever given to a wide receiver. So now, if you're doing the math.
Yeah, do the numbers one more time.
4 years, $136 million, which makes him the second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, right behind Justin Jefferson. So Justin Jefferson makes $35 million a year. CeeDee Lamb makes $34 million a year. There you go.
All right.
That's fair.
As Jerry Jones said, there was no urgency to get it done because he knew he was going to get it done before the season started. So
now he'll probably strain a hamstring and be out for a few weeks because this always happens when people hold out.
Yep.
That's a lot. Now, that's a lot of money. They're getting into the territory because they're going to have to pay Michael Parsons too. And they're going to have to pay Dak. Or they're going to somebody got to walk. Because at that point,
because
you be
Trey Lance ain't the guy.
Trey Lance. Trey Lance. Listen, I wasn't watching it, but I looked at the numbers. Trey Lance this past weekend, the Cowboys, he had 5 interceptions. He had, and I was just looking at the line. Just looking at the box score. I was like, how did he do? I was curious about some of these backup quarterbacks. Dude, 5 interceptions. He had 1 super long run. So the numbers, like the passing yards and the completion, it looked okay, but 5 picks. Everybody's been beating up on Stetson Bennett of the Rams for 4 interceptions. Trey Lance was a first-round pick. Stetson Bennett was a 4th-round pick. All right, here to discuss all of this and everything else that's going on around the NFL as we get ready for the regular season week 1, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Here's Eric Williams from foxsports.com. Eric, glad to see you on a Monday, and jump right in with immediate feedback on the breaking news of CeeDee Lamb. What do you say?
Yeah, I think that's about right. I know when I was up covering joint practice against the Rams, and that was kind of the word, and talking to some of the reporters that regularly cover the team, that they basically had a deal in place a couple of weeks ago, even though, Jerry was saying what he was saying, kind of getting the Cowboys name out there, which he likes to do, that basically they had a handshake deal in place and they were just waiting to kind of, sew up some of the loose ends. And they didn't want him out there practicing was one of the main things that I heard, didn't want him to get hurt. And so they were going to get a deal done once they went back to Dallas. And turns out that's what happened.
I think the idea that we always have to talk about whether or not the Cowboys are going to sign this guy. Like, this thing went on all summer. We knew he was going to pay CD. Dak is still up in the air, but we knew he was going to pay CD. We know he's going to pay Micah Parsons. The idea that they trickled this out and let this drag out. Why, Eric, why does the media fall for this game with the Cowboys every year to keep them relevant and to keep their name in the news? We keep talking about things we know Jerry going to do.
It's called job security, Browner. We have to write a story every day. We got to write about something. We need a headline. So if Jerry's going to give us a headline, we'll oblige because we got to write something for the next day. As a guy that, was a beat reporter for 15 years, you have to write a story. You have to write about something. And you're trying to write about the most interesting thing that people care about for that particular team. And CeeDee Lamb drives the needle. So you're trying to figure out what different kind of angle that you can write about CeeDee Lamb that people will come and read about. So, that's what it is.
Eric Williams from FoxSports.com is here on Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. Since we're talking about the Cowboys, this past weekend they played the Chargers in their final preseason tune-up. Game aside, doesn't really matter. We talk about, Trey Lance and the ridiculous number of interceptions that this kid threw. But let me ask you this. Did you happen to hear Harbaugh? We are amused by Harbaugh every day. We'll play it for you. Did you hear what happened to the Charger players in the team hotel?
I did. That they got stuck in the elevator down in Dallas.
Yeah. They get stuck in the elevator, and Harbaugh, the ultimate optimist coach, tries to turn it from, these guys were stuck in an elevator sweating their asses off for 2 hours. He turns it into, this was a team bonding moment. Alex, can you play for Eric and everybody listening what Jim Harbaugh said about his players getting stuck in an elevator?
Yeah. It's long, so if you want me to stop it, just wave your hands or something.
That's a shared experience. I mean, brought them closer together. I just missed it, being on that elevator. And it's like, I wish I could have been there with those guys, And but Justin Herbert was, and the remarkable things that came out of it was, to a guy, Tarheeb, young rookie player, it's like, wow, Justin Herbert's a leader. I mean, he was a rock. Kept everybody calm. And Jerry Fouts told me the same thing. Pulled me aside after they got out, and just how great Justin was, and everybody. I mean, everybody kept their poise, and you get in those situations, and it's a test of wills. And I was proud of each of the guys, and the two women that were on that elevator. I mean, that's a win. You feel good about yourself. You were challenged, and it was a test of will, and you pull it down, or pull it in. One of the two. But there's a camaraderie amongst that group that is even stronger than it was before.
I think the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl. I mean, based on that comment alone. I mean, Eric, what do you make of this whole situation? They pulled it in, they pulled it out, they pulled it down. It's either one or the other.
Justin Herbert's such a leader.
What a leader! Mm-hmm. What a leader!
First of all, I'm happy that everybody made it out safely. Let's say that up front first, and that nobody sounds. It is an ordeal being stuck in a place for 2 hours and not knowing what's going to happen. That said, I think it's a little curious that he happened to not be on the elevator at the same time, just missed it. I mean, did he somehow create this situation as a way to create some bonding? I mean, it's just a little odd, the story itself. The hotel they were staying in and go that way with it in terms of the Spanos family. I think I stayed at that hotel before. I think it's a decent hotel. But then, obviously his reaction, that's a typical Jim Harbaugh response. You battle through some adversity. It's training camp. Justin Herbert, pulls out a Superman cape and makes sure everybody's good, and everybody gets off of the elevator safely. And apparently his foot's okay, right? He's able to climb out, and there were no other injuries.
Yeah.
You know,
I just feel like Jim Harbaugh has such a crush on Justin Herbert. Like when Herbert is in line for the cafeteria, he's like, "Do you see the way he holds that tray? You see that? That's a leader right there.
That's my
you see the way
quarterback.
you see the way he eats his vegetables first. That's a real leader, right? He's a rock.
It's a leader
He's
of men.
a rock. Yeah,
It's a leader of
I
men.
just feel like that's this is the second thing now that he does Harbaugh with Herbert that I'm like, there's some like weird levels of admiration there. Where the other one was where he came back to practice. He goes, "I heard voices of angels."
Yeah.
It's like the music was playing when Herbert was back. You know what I'm saying? Like there's this weird. And listen, if I got to watch Easton Stick play quarterback for a month too, I'd be saying the same thing. So being fair, you know,
that's the point, right? I mean, I think you remember this when with Mike McCoy used to talk about Phillip Rivers. It was in the same type of tone that you know Harbaugh is speaking about Justin Herbert, just really kind of elevating him. And so much is on the line in terms of their season with Herbert having to play at a high level for this team to be successful. So I think you understand why he's elevating him and praising him and making sure that he feels good and comfortable.
All right, more with Eric Williams from FoxSports.com in just a matter of moments. We'll take a quick 2-minute break. These breaks are so short, you shouldn't have to go anywhere. As a matter of fact, you should just come over to our YouTube channel and be a part of our live YouTube chat that happens during the commercial break. More with Eric Williams, 2-minute timeout. This is Kaplan and Crew.
What has happened? What has transpired here at the First Bank Center here in Denver, Colorado? It wasn't just a big night of fights. It was a big night of memorable moments. Conor McGregor with us here in Denver, Colorado. Good left hand from Rockhold. Right hand right back from Mike Perry. Now 3-0 in BKFC.
Can I get a face-off with Conor McGregor, man?
It's an incredible setup here, incredible matchmaking, incredible storytelling. Oh, you had to come here. All these fighters that step in here are warriors and all have my respect. And I'm into this game, yeah, we'll be into this, yeah.
And we are live here in the Maverick Center here in Salt Lake City, Utah, folks. What a night. It is going to be historic indeed for BKFC 56.
Whoever's the king of violence right here, this is going to be a great fight.
Perry on the target for the left hand from McCoy, double jab. Who's the king of violence? I am!
Combat fighting in its purest form, bare knuckle fighting in the city of angels.
80 seconds remaining.
We've got the biggest announcement in the BKFC history we're about to make, so let's make that announcement.
What's up, Knucklemania? The notorious Conor McGregor here. Ladies and gentlemen, the huge announcement that I have for you today. Conor McGregor, myself, and McGregor Sports and Entertainment is now an owner of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Welcome to the big leagues. David Feldman, baby, we did it.
He's now an owner of BKFC with us, and we're going to take this motherfucking thing all the way to the top now.
All right, everybody. More with Eric Williams from FoxSports.com. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. We are in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Eric, so we talked a little bit about the Chargers, a little bit about the Cowboys as they're making news today, signing CeeDee Lamb. I'm curious, as we go from the preseason into the regular season, and we're only here Monday and it's not until next Thursday, what's a storyline that is on your mind? Whether it's from the two divisions that you cover or just general NFL, where's your head at 10 days in front of the start of the season?
Aaron Rodgers' debut against the Niners. There's been a lot of talk about Aaron, throughout the offseason, missing the mandatory minicamp. It seems like every week he kind of makes a comment that is dissected on a daily basis by national media. So I truly want to see, can he play, at 40 years old? Is he healthy? Is he going to be a person that can carry this team they have? Will they be able to protect him? And it's going to be a tough test right out the chute because they're playing one of the best teams in the league on the road in the Niners. So watching that, and then I'm going to be at Chargers versus Raiders week 1, Jim Harbaugh's debut. A lot of pressure, I think, on Antonio Pierce and that Raiders team, based on having that interim tag removed. Gardner Minshew is going to make the start instead of Aiden O'Connell. There was some, a little bit of controversy in terms of, how that selection was arrived at. Gardner didn't play particularly well, throughout the preseason. They have a good defense. And so I think it's going to be interesting, kind of that back and forth. What's the crowd going to be like at SoFi Stadium? Are the Raiders going to show up, which we expect? Those are two things that I'm kind of watching for week 1.
Browner's face says like he's about to say something
Browner's
inflammatory.
Look at his face. And I know what it's coming. Can I make a guess, Browner? I'll take a guess.
Please.
It's got to be Aaron Rodgers related. He hates Aaron Rodgers.
No, see, actually, that was my second thing. But I'm just going to give you this first one. So last week, Stephen A. Smith went on television and said that the Chargers do have I hope, Eric, I hope you saw this, that they do have a fan base, and he's been to 6 games, and he hasn't seen it in the games he's been to, except for maybe once, he said.
He said the Cowboys game.
The Cowboys game is the game
by Cowboy fans.
They were overran. And I'm like, bro, if you've been to 5 games and you mean to tell me you only saw this once, what were you drinking? What were you eating? Or what colored glasses did the Spanos give you to watch?
No, bro, he was in the Spanos' suite. So when the Spanos and they've done a good job of cultivating relationships with certain media personalities, kiss their ass, show them a great time. They go on national radio or they go on national TV and they hype you up. That's the way it works, man. Eric, feedback?
No, you're right. I mean, that is how it works, and it's pretty smart by them to make those inroads with national media folks, to have them kind of sway opinion a little bit. There are Charger fans. I don't get me wrong. There are Charger fans in Los Angeles. In my opinion, though, they're just not as many as there are Raiders and Rams fans. And there's nothing wrong with just being honest with that and continuing to kind of build your fan base based on what you've done over the last 12 months and hiring Jim Harbaugh and really kind of getting Justin Herbert to play to his full potential and win some games, try to beat the Chiefs and try to win the AFC West. I mean, those are the goals. And I think they're realistic goals now with the person they have in charge, but make no mistake. I mean, there's more Raiders and Rams fans in Los Angeles, and it's evident when you go to the stadium and watch those teams in person.
Right, Eric. That's all I'm saying. Your eyes, baby. Your eyes will tell you on TV, in person, if you're there. And as a writer, you can attest to this. Your word is literally your currency. What you write, what you put down on paper, or what you send in a computer, that is your currency, because your word is everything. People are trusting your word. And for Stephen A., whether it's through friendships or whether it's bought or however he has obtained this viewpoint of the Charger fan base, we can see. Like, we have eyes too. Like, there's certain things you don't have to betray. To be honest, he could still maintain a friendship with them and go, well, they've got a long way to go. They've got some inroads to make before they could dominate at home from a fan base perspective. You don't have to say, oh, it wasn't like that when I was there. Bro, it's like that when everybody there.
Well, we know what it is, dude. We know, and I do find it laughable that like there's still people like in this chat or on our social media or just everywhere. They're like, dude, it's been X amount of years. Let it go. It's like, bro, it's still a talking point anytime they play on national television. Like Mad Dog went off on it on Stephen A., and that's why they were even talking about it, because Mad Dog was in LA for something or whatever. So like it's still a thing, and it's always going to be a thing, because until the day comes that Jim Harbaugh turns that franchise into something winning and constant winning, it's going to be like that all the time. There's someone behind you, Scott.
I see that. Hold on one second, Eric. I see that Brett Weiss from Life Brew is literally walking in right now. The front door was open. The dog wasn't here. Careful. He's brought some Life Brew coffee, and apparently he's brought a Life T-shirt
Yeah.
This is live on the air. This is life right here.
Yeah.
And another life T-shirt right here. This is a nice one right here. I
Nice.
like this one a lot. And and then scoops for the coffee. I'm so glad you brought extra. Say hi to Brett Weiss, everybody.
Tell Brett to return my text.
Oh,
Horse winner. Hi, Browner.
Browner says to return his text.
I told you I'd be there on Saturday.
He told you he'd be there on Saturday. Wouldn't
Okay.
Okay, so you're coming to the fantasy draft? Is that what it is, Brown?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Show up on Saturday, 2:00 downtown. Gas lamp. Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking?
Well, tell me what you're thinking. Can you?
He's hijacking Eric's interview. I got to ask
he
Eric
is.
a question.
I know. Go ahead. You talk to Eric. Go ahead.
Because we got like 50 seconds here. Eric, yes or no? Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk, week 1, 49ers.
Ooh.
Week 1, they'll be there.
Both
of them?
Both of them will be there. They'll figure it out. 49ers are trying to win a chip, and they ain't winning a chip if those guys aren't on the roster week 1. So I think they'll find a way to get both of them done on the roster week 1 when they face the Jets.
All right.
I agree, by the way. It's just like this whole Dallas CeeDee Lamb thing. I mean, it's definitely going to happen. No doubt. Eric, sorry about that whole thing, but I'm going to get you some Life Brew. How about that?
Hey, I appreciate it. That's what I was going to ask you. And a T-shirt.
Okay? Both coming your way. All right. Stick around, everybody. Eric, we'll talk to you next week. Stick around, everybody, because I'm about to make some of my prize picks. Hang out with us. This is Kaplan and Crew.
I told y'all time and time again, Trey Murphy the third. Trey Murphy the third. I'm telling y'all, this guy can absolutely ball as a 3-and-D guy, and he's going to take the next step.
Betting above the rim. Only on SportsGrid.
The sharpest football contest show in the land, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show, focuses on Circa Sports Million, Circa Survivor, and the Westgate Super Contest, handicapping the games and releasing our contest picks every week of the season. With 2 former Super Contest winners, Brady Cannon and James Salinas, a former NFL player, Mike Pritchard, and over $1 million in contest prize money won combined, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show will have you prepared this season like none other.
Hey, let's say it comes down for Matt Kuchar in the FedEx Cup ball. Let's say he doesn't make a cut, and it comes down to one shot. And
that's a good point.
And he keeps his card for the top 125 because he did make the jump from, I think it was 113 to 103. So he made a 10-spot jump. So he's got, 17, or let's see, that was not good math. He's got about
Not a math bot. The Smiley Show. Only on SportsGrid.
SportsGrid, the only streaming sports betting network. Tips, info, and insights to up your IQ. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
New to the Live Golf Plus app. Watch Live Golf any way you want it. Follow any group. Replay any shot. Anytime, anywhere. Any questions? Watch Live Golf live and on demand.
All right, great friends. Hey, big shout out to Eric Williams from FoxSports.com. He joins us every week during the NFL football season. He's become a really close friend of the show, and he's an awesome NFL analyst and a guy who's got, he'll be at all these games. He'll be at Charger Raider games. He'll be at Rams Niner games. I mean, he will be deeply, deeply embedded into the AFC and NFC West, and we'll have Eric on as the whole season goes on. Guys, can we make some prize picks here today? What do you guys think?
Can I ask you a question, too?
Question.
How did Justin's card go on Friday?
We did not win.
Okay.
We did not win.
How many did he win of the 5 or 6?
I think he was 4 of 6.
Okay. Not bad.
He was 4 of 6. Pretty good.
Not
Pretty
bad
good.
at all.
Yeah. Hey, I want to
what's
encourage
exciting
everybody.
right now about prize picks?
Tell me.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So sorry.
Go ahead.
I just opened the board.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it goes to NFL.
Yeah.
Week 1
Immediately.
is
Mhm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. And Browner.
Oh,
There's a big old Caleb Williams special for week 1, Browner.
I know.
No, it's every
gotta
week in
take it.
September. No, it's better. It's every week in September. Every single week in September, Caleb Williams for half a yard passing. So if you think that Caleb Williams is going to pass for more than half of a yard every week in September, it's like a free square from Prize Picks. So I want to encourage everybody who, if you haven't by now done this, please do this. Download the Prize Picks app, use our code GreatFriends, make your first play a $5 play. You're guaranteed a $50 bonus. It doesn't mean that you have to win to get the $50 bonus. All you have to do is make a $5 play. It's a guaranteed $50 bonus. Use our code GreatFriends when downloading the Prize Picks app. All right, keep going, Alex.
There's also a Jalen Milroe special this weekend for Alabama, 99% off. He only has to only. I know you guys want to bet or make our picks today, but I'm just showing you guys what is available right now.
Okay.
So Jalen Milroe half pass yard this weekend, Alabama.
Okay. So I've got a couple of plays already. Here's what I've got so far.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Shohei Ohtani. Oh, wait, they don't play today. Dang. What are you going to bet?
Okay.
Not bet. What are you going to pick?
Here's two picks I've already got in queue, and I wanted to get what you guys wanted to do also. I've got Caitlin Clark tonight. Indiana is playing Atlanta. I've got Caitlin Clark to score more than 22 points in tonight's WNBA game. Browner, do you like that or do you not like that?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to take Caitlin Clark to score more than. Okay.
How'd she do on Saturday?
I don't know.
I'm just looking right now. Oh, 23 points. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists.
Okay, so that's 28 is 35-ish, 36. So I was going to play her like points, rebounds, and assists, but I'm going to play Caitlin Clark at more than 22 points. And then so far I've got Jackson Merrill at more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, you guys have anything that you could add to this ticket?
Is Randy Vasquez on the ticket tonight?
Is Randy Vasquez?
Let me check. Because Randy Vasquez back on the mound for the Padres, has been down in AAA for a while. You know where I'm going with that one, right?
I see he's got 3 pitcher strikeouts. So he's got 3 strikeouts, Goblin or Demon.
Oh, 3.
3 strikeouts.
I was trying to get the first inning runs allowed.
Yeah, I don't see that one on there. How about this one? How about Randy Vasquez more or less than no, it's only a more. I was thinking about the 14.5 strikeout pitching outs. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because he can go
pitching
for
outs is hard.
innings.
Though. Pitching outs is hard. I've failed on pitching outs a lot this year.
Okay.
I thought that
like
was
that's
my
14.5 means he's going to pitch 5 innings today. Is he going to pitch 5 innings today?
What do you think?
I don't see it.
You don't see him pitching 5 innings?
No,
because it's his first game back.
Right.
But they did just unload the bullpen yesterday, so they might do the Matt Waldron and just leave him out there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Not on his first start.
You know
back.
what? You know what?
That.
More. Okay, I like it. Browner, give me something. Give me what you got.
I heard you. I heard you go more. I was like, ugh.
What else you got? You got anything?
Aaliyah Boston, 10 rebounds more.
Her last name is Boston?
Yes, Aaliyah Boston.
Okay, I don't know her that well.
For the Indiana Fever. She's the other person doing the dirty work on the Fever with Caitlin.
More than what?
More than 10 rebounds?
More than 10 rebounds.
Okay. All right, so far I've got a play that's 7 times my money so far. Ooh. So I've got Caitlin Clark more than 22 points. I've got Jackson Merrill more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I've got Randy Vasquez more than 14.5 pitching outs. And I've got Boston more than 10 rebounds. Anybody got anything else?
I would cover my Caitlin Clark bet by going Caitlin Clark points and assists because she will get assists. The points are here and there at times, but 31 points and points and assists is almost a lock. So I would always go with the points and rebounds points and assists. More when it comes to Caitlin Clark.
Okay. Anybody else? I mean, because I have to play tonight. I can't wait until the NFL season. I can't wait until this weekend with college football. I am an immediacy player. The only thing I could
Aaron Judge home run.
Aaron Judge home run.
Here. Not another one.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Go,
why
baby.
not?
He's on
why not?
fire.
Not another one. Nah.
Yeah, why not? All right, now you ready for this? I've got okay. Stick around. More to come. I'm going to make my prize picks right now. Hold on.
What a chance it is for Adam Paxton and Victor Tingsham to pick up their first weekly titles. Adam Paxton, well, it's been the dream debut so far for him. For Victor Tingsham, he'll feel like this is a moment a little while coming. A place in the final up for grabs for one.
You can do it. Make that double 18 away for replacing the final.
Wesley Plaisir was beaten, knocked out by Mike Warburton in a last leg decider.
Play. That is what they are playing for. They are playing for the trophy. They are playing for the big prize pot, and they are playing for a place in the £25,000 Champions Week.
97.
There is a point you feel that reality will surely kick in for Adam Paxton, who's here on debut, who watches the Super Series almost every single week. He was happy just to be playing in a group. This could be the leg that we talk about at the end of the night as being the one that changed the final, because Adam Paxton has just gone cold at the moment.
Bang on cue.
He doesn't just get 2, he gets the lot.
Adam should take out the 16 out. If not, Mike's just behind him.
Shot on the fifth leg.
Can Paxton deliver one of the biggest moments of his career so far? He can. Double 12. What a moment that is from Adam Paxton. Mike Warburton was looking at 60 to win the match. Paxton, here's your moment. He approaches the hockey with confidence, with time, and delivers. Adam Paxton on debut. The boy, the fanboy, comes to the Super Series and wins.
All right, great friends. Hey, it is a Monday. This is Kaplan and Crew, got Grande and the Brown Man, and we are in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Just made our prize pick selection, so all is good right now. Hey, guys, let me ask you, did you guys, this past weekend, did you guys watch a lot of the Georgia Tech Florida State game over in Ireland? You guys, I mean, because I know look, if you're a football junkie, I'm a football junkie, okay? Thursday night here in Southern California, for those of you that are listening around the country, Thursday night here in Southern California, there was like the #1 high school football team in the LA area that was playing against the #2 team. And so you have like all these guys on the football field, linebackers going to Oregon, linebackers going to Alabama, running backs going to Oregon, quarterbacks going to Texas A&M, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, all these future superstar players all on one field. So Thursday night, I got a lot of high school football, which I watched on TV. Friday night was high school football. Saturday was one college football game. And for football junkies like me, man, it's on. So how about you guys? Georgia Tech, Florida State?
I think some people hate week 0 because it's just like it's too little football for them. Like they just want to dive in. For me, week 0 in college football is the best because I'm not ready for it. It always sneaks up on me for college football that these games actually count. And to wake up and watch game day and then watch this Florida State Georgia Tech game at 9 a.m. Pacific time, like I was like, wow, I'm not wired that way yet. You know, I'm not wired to turn my TV on and hear a drum line. I'm not wired to see college football on my TV at Saturday morning. So I watched a little bit of it and I'm glad I did because now I'm ready. I'm getting there. This weekend, LSU USC, I'm all in Sunday.
Yeah.
All in on LSU USC.
Yeah, I was, Browner, you got a look of like, no, I'm not ready yet. Florida State, Georgia Tech, it did kind of sneak up on me. I was in the gym on Saturday morning. I was up in the gym just working on my fitness. He, my witness. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Do you know what, Browner? What you know about Fergalicious?
We didn't eat that.
You did need that.
We definitely needed that. I think we need more.
You did need that.
No,
it would have been better if it would have been jazzified Fergie.
No,
right.
And his voice cracked halfway through.
Yeah, well, I couldn't get the hoo hoo hoo. I couldn't get that out. You know,
yeah.
I don't have that in me right now.
That ain't your death, fella. You got to stay away from the who's.
Yeah. So anyway, bottom line is, I was watching the game in the gym. I see the Florida State kicker in the first half hit a 52-yard field goal, and then at the end of the half, I want to say hit a 59-yarder. I mean, dude, when you're hitting two 50-yarders and one's almost 60 in the one half of college football, bro, you're headed towards the NFL. So
congratulations. You're going to be a Raider. They always draft kickers.
Right, Sebastian Janikowski. Very Florida State kicker thing. All I was saying is that by the end of the first half, I thought, this isn't an explosive game. Florida State's not running away with it. Georgia Tech's kind of staying around. but I didn't sit around all day and watch the second half. When I found out that Georgia Tech kicked a game-winning 44-yard walk-off field goal, I was like, wait, what? See, this guy, DJ Uiagalelei, the quarterback from Florida State, who was Mr. All-American in high school, was going to be the second coming down at Clemson, made all this NIL money, didn't work out, transferred to Oregon State. Oregon State got left for dead by everybody in their conference. So leave and go to Florida State, which is this close to getting into the playoff, and you lose game one. I don't know if that's on the coach. I don't know if that's on the quarterback. I wasn't watching close enough to know whether or not he was good or not so good. But here's Georgia Tech, boy. They were dancing it up after they were
dancing.
Yeah.
River dancing up in there in Ireland, dude. Look at that. Look at that thing. That was awesome. Good for them. Sucks for Florida State. Sucks for Florida State. Think about Florida State football, the last three major things that's happened to them. A, get left out of the playoffs. B, get their ass kicked by Georgia. Now, boom, lose to Georgia Tech in Ireland to start the season. Because preseason rankings don't matter.
And I was just about to say, if you went and watched this game based on Florida State being ranked 10, well, shame on you. Shame on you. We don't know anything about these teams. We don't know anything.
Excuse me?
So now apparently should Georgia
Hold
Tech
on.
be 10?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Mr. Colorado beat TCU last year and they were ranked team and now they're going to win the national championship. You weren't saying that last year about TCU being ranked and Colorado beat them week 0 or 1.
It was
now they
1.
don't matter. Now preseasons don't matter. Rankings don't matter.
It was week 1. Okay. Not week 0.
Well,
I don't apply week 0 games to anything at all. 0, no, nada. So you shouldn't have played that. 0 is 0 for a reason. Ain't nobody supposed to be doing it. 0.
Week 0 should be the Mountain West's week because there was Mountain West teams. There was Mountain West teams playing, and I was like, "This is our week. This is Mountain West football week." You know how it's like Maction.
No one's watching.
You know, Maction. They play on a Tuesday nights or some crap like that. Week 0 should be all Mountain West. Mountain West should play their Mountain West Championship week 0 because that's how much this conference matters. Have you heard that too? It's even weird hearing Power 4. It's not even Power 5 anymore. Like Pac-12's dead. Like they're all talking about Power 4 conferences now. If you're not in the Power 4, this and that.
It's all dead. It's really 2 conferences. It's all.
But then
dead.
it's not because it's 12-team playoffs. So if you let's say, okay, I don't want to even use San Diego State as an example because Brown's going to roll his eyes up and down this joint. If Boise State goes undefeated and they win the Mountain West, they're in the college football playoff this year.
Because the playoff has expanded.
12.
Right.
Yeah, right. It should be 12.
Right. So to say that it doesn't matter is technically not true anymore. It very much matters. It matters because then you have the ability to go play Ohio State and lose by 60 in the first round of the playoffs. Like, that's awesome. The fact that it does matter, the fact that there won't be another Florida State ever is awesome. Like, the fact that if you are UCF, if you are, name a school, Bowling Green, if you are San Diego State.
How about Tulane?
If you're Tulane, name it. I don't care. If you are Appalachian State, who's now in some conference, like if you are one of those schools and you go undefeated, there's a chance, because they have to, the selection has to pick one school, the best of these other whatever. What are they called? Because it was Power 5. Now what the hell is it now?
Yeah, now it's like the rest of you guys.
5.2?
Yeah, now it's like
others.
The leftovers.
Yeah. Either way.
The others. Give me the best of the others.
Like Florida State losing back, a year or two ago. They're done. They're out forever. Now it's like, okay, we just got to work our way back up. I love that about college football now. That if you lose one game, your season's not down the drain.
Well,
so Browner?
Yes. But I can't wait for the 13th team to be like, we deserve to be in.
Yeah, great.
It's inevitable.
I'd much rather have that conversation than actually leaving schools out who deserve to have a chance.
Yeah, I
if
agree.
you are the 13th, 14th ranked school, it's like
do better next year.
The last 4 out in the tournament. It's like, do better. Just do better next year. You know what I'm saying?
Being the 5th team out when you're 13-1, that's not good. That's bad.
68 teams. If you don't make it, you really probably don't deserve it.
Right.
Sorry,
Go sit
St.
down
John's.
somewhere.
Sorry, Rick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are that 13th school, now the way the format's done, you had a chance.
Yep. Yeah, college football kicked off this past weekend, and it was I think by most people's accounts, a somewhat shocking upset. I'm not sure that the cover was so hard. It was just the upset. And I love reading about Georgia Tech's coach, because the coach, I don't remember his name, but he actually played football at Georgia Tech. He was an offensive lineman. And he was saying after the game, we will build this program through offensive and defensive lines. And if I were a coach today in college football who's constantly having to chase quarterbacks and wide receivers and skill guys, that's exactly what I would do also. I'd be like, hey, I'm coming to high school. I'm looking for guys with big frames. I'm going to pack on the weight, and I'm going to try and do my best to keep you guys here, because it seems like it's the quarterbacks and the receivers and the defensive backs and the pass rushers that are the guys that are changing schools every year. I'd build an offensive and a defensive line.
It's also overreaction Monday, because I saw that score, and then I look over to USC LSU and it's over 63.5. I'm like, oh, no chance. No chance, 63.5.
I know. Week one, to think that
Neutral
offenses
site game.
are going to be that on fire this early in the season.
To see the way Florida State struggled with a brand new quarterback, like in not a new system, but a whole new revamped team. Like I just don't see how 63.5, unless LSU puts up 50 on them. Like I don't see that at all.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though, because this weekend you've got college football, and then Thursday we'll start the NFL season. And then by next week, I mean, we're by this time, 2 weeks from today, we are going to be, deep into college football and NFL football. And by the way, we'll also be like pushing towards the playoffs in Major League Baseball. Highlight of the day is next. This is Kaplan and Crew on.
He's blocked well and tries to cut through the middle. Oh!
Your gut says Miami is going to win, and you should take the over. Your gut also said your NFT selfies would only go up in value. They didn't. But your head is on SportsGrid and knows the QB is in concussion protocol. The backup has a 45 QBR against the zone coverage. The New York D has the most sacks in the league. So yeah, trust your head. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The sharpest football contest show in the land, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show, focuses on Circus Sports Million, Circus Survivor, and the Westgate Super Contest, handicapping the games and releasing our contest picks every week of the season. With two former Super Contest winners, Brady Cannon and James Salinas, a former NFL player, Mike Pritchard, and over $1 million in contest prize money won combined, the Las Vegas Football Contest Show will have you prepared this season like none other.
All right, great friends. Hey, it is Monday. This is Kaplan and Crew. Got Grande, got the Brown Man. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. To everybody, no matter where you are around the country, if you are on the Eastern Seaboard and it is 2:45 in the afternoon, we're glad you guys are here. For everybody out on the West Coast, which is where we are, we're all San Diego based. It's 11:44 in the morning. Happy mid-morning to everybody. It's another gorgeous day here in Southern California, and it's been a great day here on the show. Okay. So, Alex, are we ready now for a highlight of the day, man?
Yeah, going back to baseball today, actually, because there is another coast that's playing baseball, so we'll get there. Promo code is the promo code is Kaplan at Torrey Holistics, where you spend a minimum of $75. You get 20% off your purchase at Torrey Holistics, Oxnard Holistics, California Holistics, Mammoth Holistics, all with the promo code Kaplan. Spend $75. Use promo code.
Yeah.
Kaplan.
So whatever you use cannabis for, sleep, recreation, pain management, some sort of, mental stuff, whatever you use cannabis for, dude, and however you use it, flower, vaping, freaking tinctures, however you take it. Browner and I, last time we were at Tory Holistics together, Browner likes the liquids.
Yeah, all day. Gotta give me
You can get those. You can get those at Tory Holistics, by the way. Today is also Munchy Monday. So 20% off Emerald Sky, 25% off Garden Society edibles, 20% off Lost Farms.
The zippers are good for the beach. They're very good for the beach. Very, very
Especially when
good.
you got your kids with you. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Also 20% off Wild. There you go. Okay.
Hey, you also you said go back a couple. You said edibles 25% off. Second edible
Emerald.
brand,
Garden Society.
Garden Society, dude. Garden Society, Joyful and Present. That's the name of the edibles that Rachel walks around the bars and she doses the whole bar. Joyful and Present from Garden Society. That's the group, or that's the one she likes. That's the strain.
So somebody told me, because Wild is also 20% off. And last time I was in California Holistics, I can't remember her name. Shout out to her. She knows me and Browner. She's awesome. I told her that I got these Wild Huckleberry gummies to go to bed.
They call them chuckleberries.
Yeah. Nobody told me that. I thought they were to go to sleep, bro. I was
Here they
high
are.
as a mother effer trying to sleep, dude. I was just like, I closed my eyes and I saw the sky. I saw the moon.
I know. It's great packaging too. I love the packaging of these Wild gummies.
That's so good.
Bro, dude. Anyways, if you want to have fun, get those. Anyways, you good, Scott?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Like I said, there is baseball being played on the other coast, even though we focus more primarily on the West Coast on this show. Have you guys noticed what Aaron Judge is doing this season for the New York Yankees?
Killing it. Just killing it.
Aaron Judge is on some historic ass. He really is this year. It's not even close. He is currently hitting .333 with 51 home runs and 122 RBIs. He is now hitting a home run every 10.92 plate appearances. He is now also currently on pace to break his own American League home run record of 62. He is currently on pace to hit 63 home runs. Aaron Judge hit 2 yesterday, I believe. And at some point this weekend, went back to back to back. It was Judge, Soto, Stanton all hit a home run back to back to back. So my question to you guys is, will Aaron Judge break his own home run record of 62 this season?
So I was on I'm going to say yes.
No.
I'm going to say, listen, I was on a call. This is earlier this morning. I was on a conference call, an ESPN conference call, and they had, pretty much everybody you would know was on this conference call. And one of the executives said, because you have, a lot of the Yankee broadcasters that work for ESPN in New York, and they asked Tim Kirkshin, will Aaron Judge, the same question you're asking, will Aaron Judge break the 62? And Kirkshin was like, dude, 2 weeks ago, I was like, nah, he's not going to get anywhere near that. He's like, now I think he'll hit more than 63 because that's the kind of tear that Judge is on.
Right. And it's really, go ahead.
Last year, the number got to him, and he slowed down tremendously once the number became a part of the storyline. Right now, the number is not a part of the storyline. When he got up to 59 and 60, you could see he was stressing, he was squeezing, and it started to affect the way he played. So either that'll help him because he's already been through it, and he'll blow right past the number, or he'll struggle again, and the Yankees will suffer. So I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he goes far beyond it.
I think you're right about the number. Like, it starts to get in your head, I would think. I mean, this is, I've never hit 59 home runs, but I would think that it kind of gets in your head. Now you're thinking to yourself, I just got to get 3 more. I just got to get 4. And every time you go up to bat, that's what you're thinking. That's what I'd be against.
But I also, if you want to play the other side of it, is because he already went through it, now he knows what to expect. So it's like, now it'll be easier because he's chasing himself. He's not chasing this mythical number that's been around forever. He's chasing himself. He's like, I could beat myself. He's got 31 games left. Scott, you want to do math?
I mean, you just set me up when you said that, hey, I can beat myself. Like, my initial reaction to that was like, yeah, I do that before bed. I mean, like, that was like, I mean, that was like such a layup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not the math I was going to do. But,
okay.
Yeah. 31 games left. Say he averages 3 at-bats a game.
90 at-bats.
90 at-bats. He's hitting a home run every 11 at-bats right now.
So that's 9 more.
9 more. So then he'll fall short.
He'll be at 59.
or 60.
But maybe our math wasn't that good. Maybe he's got how many more games?
31. So
31
he averages
games.
4 at bats.
Let's say he averages 3.5 at bats. Okay.
Okay.
And how many? Just one more time. How many games did you say he had?
31.
Okay,
So
31.
108 and a half at bats.
Okay, and then
divided by 11, right?
Right.
9.8. So he'll fall short.
Wow.
He's got
to get 4 at bats per game.
Yep. And still hit home runs at.
Look at Browner's face. Look at Browner's face.
You can't do any sort of
like this guy has more innuendo to the things he says, and I never slouch down like, oh, come on, man, come on, bro, really, come on, bro.
How I do it?
That's how you do it. You're like this. You go,
How I
come
do
on,
it?
bro, come on, bro,
Come on, bro.
come on, bro.
So first,
fam.
what you're missing on your impression is the eye roll. The eye roll. First,
I know.
Dude.
You got to eye roll,
Ah,
squint your eyes
dude,
real tight.
Eye roll, dude. Browner's eye roll. It almost hurts. Like it's almost like a physical. Like, God, did I say something that stupid right now?
I know.
Like, did I just? Your eye roll is top notch, dude. Like your eye roll's Aaron Judge level. Like,
Yeah,
crap.
it is.
Telling
It's
you,
like
dude.
50 home runs
Like,
already.
My wife eye rolls me, and it doesn't hurt as much as when Browner eye rolls me. Browner eye rolls me is like, what did I do, man? Damn.
Oh God, it's great.
Oh, bro.
All right, let me do this. Coming up is our final segment. And in our final segment, I want to talk about one other football story that I haven't gotten to yet. And I started the show by saying this. Why is it this quarterback is treated this way, this quarterback is treated the same way, and this quarterback seems to be treated just ever so slightly different?
What has happened? What has transpired here at the First Bank Center here in Denver, Colorado? It wasn't just a big night of fights. It was a big night of memorable moments. Conor McGregor with us here in Denver, Colorado. Good left hand from Rockhold. Right hand right back from Mike Perry.
Could I get a face-off with Conor McGregor, man?
It's an incredible setup here, incredible matchmaking, incredible storytelling. Oh, you had to come here. All these fighters that step in here are warriors, and all have my respect. And I'm into this game, yeah. We'll be into this, yeah.
And we are live here in the Maverick Center here in Salt Lake City, Utah, folks. What a night. It is going to be historic indeed for BKFC 56.
Whoever's the king of violence right here, this is going to be a great fight.
Perry on the target. Right hand from Mike Perry. Double check. Who's the king of violence? I am.
Combat fighting in its purest form, bare knuckle fighting in the city of angels.
80 seconds remaining.
We've got the biggest announcement in the BKFC history we're about to make, so let's make that announcement.
What's up, Knucklemania? The notorious Conor McGregor here. Ladies and gentlemen, the huge announcement that I have for you today. Conor McGregor, myself, and McGregor Sports and Entertainment is now an owner of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Welcome to the big leagues. David Feldman, baby, we did it.
He's now an owner of BKFC with us, and we're going to take this motherfucking thing all the way to the top now.
All right, everybody, final segment here of Kaplan and Crew, and I've got a lot of promotion to do here in the last segment, a lot of people to thank, and then I'm going to hand things off to Grande and Brown Man, and I got, like I said earlier in the show, I got to go clean up my life this week. Hey, real quick, why is it that Caleb Williams is automatically the starter in Chicago? Why is it that Jaden Daniels is automatically the starter in Washington? And why is it that the New England Patriots, who are not expected to be good this year, why is it that they want to do the Green Bay Packers thing, where you have Favre, but you draft Rodgers, and Rodgers waits, and then he finally plays? And then they have Rodgers, and they draft Jordan Love, and Love waits, and then he finally plays. Like, to me, if I'm not expected to be good, I want to start my rookie quarterback as soon as possible. And I thought, I don't know if you guys watched last night, I thought Drake May looked really solid. I'm not saying he was spectacular. Everybody's going crazy about Bo Nix in Denver, but I thought throwing the ball on time, throwing out patterns, he showed a lot of arm talent, running the ball, toughness. I mean, I'm not saying he was great. I'm just saying that if I had to truly evaluate between the veteran player that they got, Jacoby Brissett, who's supposed to be your starter, and Drake May, to me, Drake May's the better player. Did you guys watch?
No.
I did. What I liked about what I saw is he looked like he knew where the ball was supposed to go. And to me, from the things that were a knock on him coming in, your boy looks like he's coaching him up. Of all things, I was more surprised that he knew where to go. The announcer kept talking about his footwork. And in that offense, your footwork kind of determines where the ball goes. And he looked to be on point. He looked like he knew where he was going with the ball until the pressure got to him. But I thought he played a very solid game. I wouldn't be shocked if they named him the starter.
Well, they may have gotten a little bit lucky. Jacoby Brissett got hit and got hurt, got crunched.
Hard.
I'm not sure how bad the shoulder is, but they may kind of find themselves saying, we don't really have a choice.
Yeah, it might be Tyrod Taylor, Justin Herbert situation. You know,
Right.
The Chargers were going to go with Taylor, and then he got his lung punctured by the doctor, and then the rest is history. But I don't know. I think sure, Drake May could be a starter, but I was told that Joe Milton might be better.
Well, no, Joe Milton looked
is.
great. I don't think he's better. I think Joe Milton looked great in week 1. Anyway, all right, let me give some love.
I love you guys so much for that.
I
thank you so much for that. That
welcome.
was so awesome, dude. When you guys came here to talk about Joe Milton.
First, I want to thank our friends at Blenders Eyewear. Blenders Eyewear sent us 3 pairs of new Coach Primes, and you can get 20% off your Blenders Eyewear when you use our code Kaplan. Thank you to the folks from Blenders for sending these. These are awesome.
And those are not on sale yet, right? Because I saw JD in the chat saying they're not online yet. So
okay, all right. Second thing, speaking of online, our merch shop is open for those of you that are big Padre fans. You know, we talk about the Padres and the NL West around here. Jurickson Profar has been so amazing this year. You can get this incredible MV Profar t-shirt. It's available in our merch shop. All you have to do is go to kaplanandcrew.com and hit up the merch shop. And for those of you that are asking us for some sort of a Jackson Merrill t-shirt, we're working on it. We're thinking about some things, and we'll get those out to you. I want to send a big thank you to my man Tommy, who's in our chat every day and who's a great part of this family. Let me tell you guys that he sent me a gift. Let me show you what this gift is, fellas. First, a fantasy football magazine. Knowing I don't know anything about fantasy football and knowing that I've got a fantasy football draft on Wednesday, Tommy hooked me up. So now I'm going to be able to follow along the entire draft. I'm going to know who the best players are. I'm going to have all my materials right here in this magazine. How about that?
you don't even know how to read that magazine.
No, I don't. But let me show you what else Tommy got me. So because Browner, on Saturday, we're going to have our fantasy football draft down at Gaslamp Tavern, 2:00.
Yeah.
Okay, 2:00. Look what Tommy made for me. Round 1, I've got Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Breece Hall, Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson. This is page 1. Okay, page 2, page 3. I got an entire loose leaf binder of cool stuff here to help me get through my fantasy draft. And as if it wasn't enough, let me show you what else Tommy got me.
A pair of Lululemon underwear?
No, but to help make money in these fantasy drafts, he's giving me a bunch of incense that are supposed to attract money into your life. Okay.
Oh.
Not to mention a beautiful picture of me and little Cappy. Okay, right there. And wait a second, it gets even better because this is where you guys get into it. You ready for this?
Tequila.
I've got hundreds. I mean hundreds of Charger Hater Club cards.
Oh,
so everywhere I go, I will be able to hand out Charger Hater Club cards, no problem. In fact, this coming Saturday, August 31st, down at Gaslamp Tavern, when we have our fantasy draft, I will bring all these Charger Hater Club cards and I will be passing them out.
I have an idea. Can you guys get everybody who wants one at Gaslamp? Everybody get them all together, and everybody reads the card out loud. You video this thing, and everybody signs it at the same time. Everybody reads it like it's like a pledge, like a pledge.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
that is a spectacular concept by you, Grande Alejandro.
I won't be there. I got to contribute something.
Well, I hope to see everybody on Saturday. I got to go. Like I said, this is my big week of cleaning up my life.